Hey, good morning, Mike. And former President Trump made those claims on a post on his social media platform on Saturday. A Trump spokesperson has appeared to walk back Trump's claims and wrote in a statement saying in part that there's been no notification that the DA has decided to take this witch hunt to the next level. Now, on his social media platform, the former president claimed that he will be arrested on Tuesday in relation to the Manhattan DA's investigation to hush money payments made to porn star Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 election. Now, Trump's attorney claiming Trump paid off the porn star to protect his family. Trump now calling his supporters to protest. The Manhattan DA is providing no comment. And earlier this week, Daniels met with Manhattan prosecutors and former Trump attorney Michael Cohen testifying before a grand jury for about 5 hours about that hush money payment. The payment consisted of a $130,000 check a month before the 2016 election, which experts say could violate campaign finance laws. Michael Cohen did speak with ABC News after giving that testimony.
I was working for a man who ultimately became president of the United States. And yes, there were things that we did that were wrong. For example, the hush money payment. But I never expected that democracy would be on the line as a direct result of the former president.
At this point, it's not clear whether Daniels will be called to testify, but she says she is in a fight for truth and justice. And a Trump spokesperson says he will continue with his presidential campaign, saying Trump will be in Texas next weekend for a rally. Trump has said he will not drop out of the race even if he is indicted.
The pending Trump arrest, indictment, whatever rumor you believe, is a political spectacle. There's absolutely zero attachment to the law, principles, anything like that. We're dealing with obvious commies on the left. We know that, correct? Can we all establish that as a baseline? So there's no need to argue that point anymore. Thank you. I appreciate that. Why restate the obvious? We're dealing with communists. The man is obviously zero flight risk, Donald Trump, zero threat to public safety. This is an obvious case for handling this differently. And yet, Twinkies, the Manhattan DA, who can't control his own eating behavior, seems to think otherwise. Apparently wants to create a big public spectacle.
Kills a lot of people annually, too.
You know how many people died of the flu the last year? I mean, not this year, virtually none, but the previous year, about 20 to 30,000. You know how many people have died from COVID-19 in the United States? 600,000 Americans.
The number that you all giving that died, that's once again, that's you all's number.
You gonna pass?
Yeah, definitely. Because when you start talking about paying people to get vaccinated, when you start talking about incentivizing things to get people vaccinated, there's something else going on with that. Something else going on.
It is something going on.
There's something else.
You're right. But I'm glad millions of people like me and most everybody here didn't get an incentive. You know what their incentive was? Protecting their health and protecting the city. But I won't keep you anymore.
It's okay, because my incentive, y'all campaign is about fear. It's about inciting fear in people. You all attack people with fear. That's what this pandemic is. It's a fear. It's fear, this pandemic. That's all it is.
Couldn't agree more with you, especially when it comes to God. Just a few moments here, but it's ironic to me that God, someone you can trust, is who is being run out of society. We know he was an integral part of our founding, mentioned in many of our founding documents. Separation of church and state found nowhere in our founding documents. However, it's been utilized to create a religion of secularism. Do you think it's doing damage, the fact that we are erasing broadly God out of a society in a way perhaps our founders never intended?
There's no question about it, Kaylee. You see this erosion of this spiritual foundation of our country as a direct consequence of those who are trying to erase God from just about every facet of our public lives. This is one of the main reasons why I chose to leave the Democratic Party, because I saw increasingly how not only were they trying to erase God from or any mention of God, or attacking people of faith, attacking people of spirituality, especially Christians. You see these attacks and you see the consequences in the direction, unfortunately, that much of our country is headed in, and the damage it's causing to families, to children, our communities, to our policymakers, many of whom think that they are God and are trying to control us in every possible way.
It's so true. Tulsi, so much wisdom from you always.